and welcome to the channel. This is Tyra. So today I am working on my diamond painting that I got off Alibaba. I am working on the small birds here, and up here there's one, and down here there's one. They're sitting in a bush where you can see there's some eyes on it here, and these are the green leaves on it. So I'm just working with the color 3035, which is a beige brownish color. On the picture, they're more yellow, the birds, so I think there's something with the rendering of the photo, but perhaps it's going to work. Otherwise I could just change the colors out later if I want them to go more yellowish. So but let's see when I've done the painting whether or not I like the outcome or it has to be tweaked a bit. So the drills in this painting is really good. I have no complaints about the drills, but as it's been so long time ago since I bought these paintings, and this is a store where you have to buy, I think, a batch of 10 or so, but I think these drills are okay. I haven't got any popping drills or anything as of yet, but let's see if it comes. I have not completed one of these yet, so I don't know. Let's see how it's going to turn out. So, but it looks okay up till now. Yeah, and as you saw in my last video, I don't know, I can't remember whether or not I talked about it, but I think I said that I would try to see if I could keep up with filming every day, and as it turned out, I couldn't. And it's not due to that I had no that I didn't want to do it or anything. It's just that at the start of the month, at the start of December, they God, I'm just drilling outside here, but now I'm coming back in. At the start of December here in Denmark, they started to closing down some of our major cities again due to the coronavirus. They shut down Copenhagen and some of the surrounding areas. They shut down Odense, where my parents live. We were up there or over there last weekend, and it went really, really well. But they soon discovered that this virus had spread into smaller communities as well, where I live, and also in the town where I work. So as of Friday, they shut down, I think it's 75% of the country. So both of my children are home from school. They're being homeschooled again. I'm working home I'm working from home. And yeah, so I went down on Friday to pick up a screen and my mouse trapper and my keyboard and so on, so I could just work in a somewhat comfortable way at home. But it's not the same as when you go down to work every day. It's just there's a lot of communication, a lot of meetings where you don't really get the same outcome as normal. But yeah, that's just it, the way it is at the moment. I'm hoping that we're going to get somewhat back to normal after Christmas, but at the moment it doesn't seem like it. And it seems like that I'm at least going to work from home this week and the week after New Year. I'm off work from the 18th to the 4th, I think, of January. So that one I'm really looking forward to be off work again. I'm just going to say a table to take a sip of my coffee. So that's how it looks at the moment. So both of my children are home from school, as I said, being homeschooled again. I think it's the best way for them because it's only this week that they are supposed to be homeschooled, and then they would take a review on it, whether or not they need to stay home the week after the week after New Year. And I think they're probably going to end up doing that because the way the numbers are going at the moment, it's not going down, to say the least. So, and they're afraid that if many young ones, they live, I don't know if it's the same thing, but they live in the larger towns, and that's where the infection rate is highest at the moment. And people are afraid that when all of the students from the universities and so on go home, and I'm just going to move some drills here. When they go home from work and start working on, not home from work, not home from the university to their parents for Christmas or so on, they will spread the virus. So at the moment, the latest news that I just saw was that they were starting to talk about not prohibiting people from traveling in the Christmas, but that would really be a really un-Danish thing to do, and I don't think that any of the people would adhere to it. I think they was just going to travel anyway, so I don't think that's an option. You're going to have somewhat of a panic situation, and people going home before a curfew would hit and so on. So yeah, it's just too late. When they shut down the university, one of our students which work at where I worked, he already went home. So I think there's probably a lot of them already gone home to their mom and dad, because sitting alone in a college dome or in a small apartment, a small room, and everything being closed around you, that's not really something that they or I would prefer. I would also, in that age, be going home to my parents where there's a hot meal and somebody is going to wash my clothes and so on. So that's not uncommon. So I think I got all of the small O's now, didn't I? Yeah. No, there's some more here. So yeah. So we are homeschooling again. It's going really well. So I hope that this week will fly by and we can have some vacation, and we've been starting to talk about doing some baking cakes and so on. I'm not sure as of yet whether or not we are going to have the Christmas at home, or whether or not we are going to go out to my father and mother-in-law's, because we're not sure yet. It depends on my husband's brother and their kids, whether or not they're going to go over to Fyn to her parents, or if they're going to prefer to have it at home or at their parents, because their house is much bigger than any of our houses, and there are only two. But that means that for 10 people to be together would be preferable in their house, where there's a lot more room. So yeah. So we're just waiting on that, and if whether or not we are going to have the. I'm just going to put that back so I can find it again, because I think I got all of it, didn't I? I'm just going to look. You're probably screaming at me. I already found one there. There's one there, and there's one. Oh, there's a lot of here, and a hair. Let's see if I can get the hair off. That's a dog here. So yeah. So I have been working a bit on diamond painting, and I've also been stitching a lot. I have some completed things now that I'm going to show in my next video, and I also have to do the drawing of our new start, the Satsuma Street Small Cities, that can you see that one here? You can't see up here. There's just 5 of these bows that it's just way out of your. I can just see if I can move you a bit so you can see it. Oh, I can't. Yes, you can. Yeah. Now you can see it a bit better, and you can still see the bird. Yeah. So there was just small one. There's some down here. And there's some outside, I think, just outside of your reach. I'm just going to pop those ones in here. So I have to do the giveaway as well, and see who wins the stitch along with me. I was thinking about doing a hashtag on Instagram, but I'm not a really good Instagrammer. So so if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's my craft family. I can link it below so you can find me, but don't expect me to post a lot of progress pictures, because I'm really bad at it. I have to take some pictures of my finished products, and perhaps do take some of my diamond painting as well. So all of the stores are still open here in Denmark. It's not that they've shut down all of the non-essential stores. They've just asked all employees to let all of their non-essential workers work from home, and they've just said that we have to be careful when going out, wear mask, sanitize, all the things. And I think they're hoping that they can bring down the infection rate. So let's take the next one. That's the F, and that's the 310. And I think I can just show you the quality of the drills here. Let's see if I can shake them. So they look pretty good, for my taste anyway. There are some of them which are having some issues, but it's not overwhelming, a lot of them. they sit really good, and I haven't had anything really looking as it's going to pop. So I'm hoping that this will be a good one. That one didn't seem right, did it? Let's see if I can pull it off. It's so typical. Come on. Yes, I got it. Over in the tray. So yeah. Otherwise, I was out thrifting the other day, just for a brief. I was looking for a frame for the one that I completed, my cross stitch that I completed. I'm going to, as I said, going to show you this in the next video. I think I'm going to just keep this as a diamond painting video. And I was looking for a frame, and I found a really beautiful one, I think it was $2 or something ridiculously low. Here everything is really, all of the frames and so on that you can buy from new are like really plain silver, white, black, just really plain. There's no details on the frames and so on. They are really in the Nordic style, as I live in Denmark and in the Scandinavian style. So the simplicity is really high on them. And for the piece that I finished, it looked really weird to put it into one of those, because it's not that it's old-fashioned, but still putting a sampler into a plain frame just looked plain. Yeah, it looked weird. So I thought a really good place to look was at a thrift store where they had some really old frames and so on. So I was really lucky and found one that is perfect for this sampler that I finished. So I'm really happy about it. And at the same time, I also found a cross stitch, which another person had done, of I think it's roses or something. And it's in a really beautiful round oval frame, and it costs, it's ridiculous pricing compared with the work which was put into it, but it cost 20 crowns, which is $2.50 or something. And I was like, oh, it's $3, sorry. And I was like, I'm just going to buy that one. And I took it home, and my daughter came out and she said, that is a really pretty frame, and the paint or the picture in it is really pretty. And she was amazed that she had cross-stitched also the background, which is in a creamy white color. So she's taking it into her room and put it up on her wall, and it looks really good in there. It's together with a diamond painting of a cat that we did together at some point. I can show you that when I film my next video. Did that? No, there's some down here. I was just being really I thought that all of the black ones was done. So you can start seeing the bird, can't you, here? That's a small bird down here. So yeah. So, and did I buy anything else? No, I didn't buy anything else, because I wanted to see if there was something where I could, like, I've also completed my all forest one, or not all forest one, my Clouds Factory year-long sale, and I'm really happy about it, but I really struggle to find out what I want to do with it. So I think it's going to end up as a pillow, because it is really, really childish, somewhat, and cutesy anyway. So I don't think that I really have a room for it as a frame, because I think my children are too old, and I think it's just too childish for me to hang somewhere. It's a beautiful piece, but I don't think that I'm going to do more of their there's any time soon, because it's just a bit too cutesy for me, I think. I'm trying to stop doing all of these cutesy things, so but it's a beautiful one, and I would definitely recommend it for somebody who has a child who loves fairy tales, or if you yourself love fairy tales and like these really cutesy designs, then the Clouds Factory is for you. And I think it wouldn't have been as cutesy if I had put it on another darker fabric, perhaps. But again, it's just a lesson learned, and that's just how it went. So I think now I've got all of the black ones here. So I think let's take number 8, which is, I think, let's see, 946. So this is number 8, and there's something mixed into it that looks like another color. I just had a spillage. I think they've just gone into that one. So yeah, so it was number 8. I don't think there's too many of this color here, but it's a really, really nice orangey color. And so yeah, so that's more or less what I've been up to the last couple of days. Yeah, and then I started to work also on my Save the Stitches bit, Pinocchio by Disney Dreams, and that turned out to be quite a nightmare. But first of all, I had to rearrange all of the thread, because it was just going out of, yeah, it didn't the thread sorter in it didn't work anymore. It was like torn apart. So I decided to put it into small baggies and on a thread drop, or as a thread drop and on a hanger, sorted into the 3 cards that it came into, and that took, yeah, really a long time. And I'm not sure that I really like that thing, but then I talked to my husband, and he was like, should I print you some of the sorters, and then I could just use the thread drops for the main threads, and have a thread drop or thread sorter again for just single or 6 strands or something. Yeah, for 1 thread of DMC and 6 strands. So I was like contemplating that one, and I think I'm probably going to end up doing that at some point, just to make sure that I have some sort of I'm just checking, there's no 8 down here, and I think I got them here, and these are ends, so I think that was the 8. So, and it's not the 310, it was the 946. So let's put that one back. And then I am going to work on my N, which is the 351. and it is here. It's more of a, yeah, it's more, it's not as orange as it goes through. It's more muted orange red. So what is really nice about this picture is that it's really close to, that's an @ sign. I think that's an @ sign as well. There's no ends here. Or is it, that's a Q? Is there a Q on it? It looks like a Q somewhat. Yeah, there's a Q. And then there's a couple of ends down here. Let's see. And some @ signs and so on. So I'm struggling. Ooh, did I just put that some? That shouldn't be there, should that? Let's just see. Move that up here. Oh no, that was good enough. Okay. Just to make it more complicated for myself. Dooch. Dooch. Let's see. I'm struggling a bit over here because I'm hitting the leg of my recorder, or of my tripod. So it's not easy to work over here when you have a pen which is hitting the tripod all the time. Let's see. There. Yeah, I think, and these are the @ signs. And this one is not coming down like that. So that's it. No more ends. Yeah. Let's take the 351 and put it back. So then we have number 9, which is the 780. This color. And it's all of these down here, also on the bird. So let's see if we can get them in as well. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. And I've also been out buying some Christmas presents for my husband. If he's listening, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Sometimes he does listen to the videos, and I think that this would one of these, if he would listen and he would hear it, that would be really annoying. Then I had to buy him something else. So exchange it all and buy something else. So I went out buying him presents, and I found one for my daughter yesterday. So I think I'm almost done. I need to buy one for my son, and I think we need a small one for my mom and dad-in-law as well, because we bought them something on Black Friday, and of course it was on sale, and now it turned out to be much less expensive than we thought, because it's on sale, and now we just need to do the same one. There's 2 O's down here that I missed. That's so typical. Was that all the lines? No, that's 2 down here. Down. So I'm sorry that I didn't really film as promised, but it's been really weird period again, and yeah, things are just less predictable at the moment. So I'm just hoping that it will be better and better, so we can get back to normal as soon as possible, right? So was that all of the colors that I poured? Let's see, 502, what was that one? That was the D. There's a D as well. I don't think that I've done that one. So this is a more greenish color. It's almost army green, I think. So yeah, so I think, oh, I'm just going to pick that one up. So I think that with all of this unpredictably, I think that I'm not going to, I think I'm trying to see if I can get some more videos in, perhaps some baking videos and so on. If you're interested in seeing that, just let me know. Because, and we were planning on doing small chocolate things and so on, my daughter and I, so we could do a film of that when we are trying to use marzipan, chocolates, and melting it, and yeah, all the sorts of things that we are planning. So I'm hoping that when everything slows down on Friday, that we can get back to normal and just hopefully back to work and back to normal schooling and so on, because it's just not the same thing when we have to be at home, and yeah, also the children has to be at home. I don't think that they are feeling. My son clearly wants to go to his his school and be there, and also in his groups and so on, and he's going to a youth club every Tuesday, which they've shut down, and yeah, it's just that we were just getting back to normal, and it's like being thrown back to square one again. But we knew somewhat that it could end up being like that. So we're just happy that it took so long for us being hit again. And then let's hope that we can get it under control really fast. So I am back. I just had to talk with my children. So we were working on 502, which was, I'm just going to, I've been away for no, it's 9:36. Just had to find the right back, and it was the D, right? Yeah, 9:36 D. So I was I can't even remember what I was talking about. I just got interrupted by the children. So, but on the bright side of things, we are looking forward to Christmas, and I think it's going to be somewhat of a really relaxed holiday, because you don't really have the stress of needing to go anywhere. So I think in that respect, it's not going to be as stressful as normally. My daughter said the other day that she thought it was somewhat nice that we didn't seem to stress as much, because there's always a lot of things happening in the weekends and so on. There's nothing this year, and she said in some ways it was also really enjoyable, because we just had time to do other things instead of running around. So there's pros and cons for everything. Yeah. So I think I'm going to stop here. I think I've been drilling for half an hour. So I think I'm going to find some, I don't know what cross stitch I'm going to do. Perhaps I'm going to work a bit more on this one and then find some cross stitch. I can see I forgot some O's there. That's so typical, isn't it? But that's also, I always work in large areas on my diamond painting, because then I just fill out whatever I can see, and then I come back and fill in the rest, because there's always places that you're going to miss out, or anyway, I'm not perfect at this one, so I'm always missing out places, because there's always something that I don't really see, and so I miss them. So but I think I'm going to stop here for now, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and give me a thumbs up if you did. I think the next one I'm going to do is one where I work on my blank canvas, and then I think I'm going to show you also how I work on the really large one with all of the full-blown maximal colors of a diamond painting. I think there was 142, and how I have chosen to work on that one as well, because that's also a really, really complicated diamond painting. This one is more straightforward, easy and fun to do, not one which is going to challenge your brain too much. Some of both the heaven and earth one, where you use a pattern to lay down the drills, and the other one where you have the pattern printed on, as this one, but there's just loads of confetti. They are more challenging, but all of three are fun in their own way. So I think I'm going to do a drill with me on each of them and talk a bit about how I have chosen to work on them. I'm not saying that my way is the correct way, but that's just how I've chosen to do it. Perhaps you can also give me some ideas on other ways that you would do it, and so on. So that could be a really nice video to do. So anyway, see you soon. Talk to you soon. I'm going to post a floss tube perhaps tomorrow, I think, so we can get that up as well. So take care, and bye for now, and happy diamond painting. Bye.